Personal bonds material. Leverage equals speed represents achieving your career, your work goals, or whatever your financial goals at a very fast rate. The personal part represents exercise, travel, and the way you would like to truly express your life when you're not worrying about money. The material part represents where your money is coming from, career-wise, work-wise, etc. 6 simple steps. The first step is time and money. What's meant by time and money is if you master your time, you can master your money. First we'll talk about the time part, then we'll get to the money part. The 2 parts of the time part is 85-15 planner and extend your planning horizon. How the 85-15 planner works is if you focus on the 15% of the 85% of the things you have to do, the 85% will take care of itself as long as you're focusing on the 15% critical few, the things that actually put money in your pocket and help you achieve success. So how it works is at the top of your daily planner, you write the 15% of the most important things you got to do for the day, and the week, the month, and things that has to do with getting success and putting money in your pocket. And at the bottom of the day planner, you write the 85% of the least most important things that slow you down. And you always focus all your energy on the 15% critical few and will speed things up. The last part of the time part is extend your planning horizon. And how that works is the American car companies plan the new design of their cars 5 to 10 years into the future. They know what their cars are going to look like 5 to 10 years from now. But the Japanese car companies, the American car companies competition, they plan the new design of their cars 100 to 200 years into the future. They know what their cars are going to look like 100 to 200 years from now. What it has to do with you and I and everyone else that's in money and business and so on is the importance of planning things ahead of time so you don't get left behind in the dust of in life, your career, your competition, etc., etc. So that's all part of the time part. The last part of number 1, which is the money part, is called wealth part. What's meant by wealth part is if you saved anywhere between $1,000 or $100,000 and you have that in cash, or even more than that, how you would manage that money is you save 50%, you invest 25%. That 25% you invest, it can be in stocks, bonds, mutual funds, or it can be in a car, a computer, or anything you can use to make money, you put that 25% in. The last 25% you just put towards your expenses, having to do with rent, monthly expenses, travel, etc., etc. It's the 4 money mountains. The first money mountain is investments, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, stock market, etc., etc. Number 2, real estate. Buying a property, buying a house, maximizing the real estate value, selling it, being a landlord, etc., etc. Step 3, number 3, is business. All businesses is marketing a product, working for yourself, or working for someone else. The business mountain also represents all ways of making money that has nothing to do with real estate, investments, or internet. Investments, real estate, and internet are all their own markets outside of business. Then the very last mountain is number 4, which is internet. All internet is expanding the possibilities. So that's all the 4 money mountains. Step 3 is linear income, balance residual income equals residual balance. A linear income is a job where you're getting paid a little bit of money and you have to physically be there to get the money. For instance, a doctor, lawyer have to be physically present, operating on someone or doing a case in terms of the low-level doctors and lawyers, or a bus driver, a taxi driver, etc., etc. They have to be physically there, or someone that works in a factory, they got to be physically there to get the money. If they're not there, they won't get the money. A A residual income is the opposite. When you're making money in your sleep, for instance, owning your own company, being a movie star or actor, or you sell a business idea or whatever. So basically what you want to do is you want to maximize your linear income so you can invest it so you have residual balance. And all residual balance is when you only have a residual income coming in and 0% linear. You're having money coming in 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, whether you're there or not. Number 4 is visible balance sheet equals net value, and lightened balance sheet equals invisible assets. Let's start with the visible balance sheet, which equals your net value. The visible balance sheet is you write down all your cash and all your assets, your total value. Even if it's $0, you still write it down. This leverage equals speed information is so efficient and simple that you realize that even if you have no money whatsoever, that even if you're the richest person on the planet, you would realize that it would help you get richer than what you already are. Or if you have $0, it will show you how to become financially stable, middle class, rich, or whatever in the shortest period of time, a minute to 2 years.
After hearing this, if you still do not understand, you can contact me and I can either consult/guide for a fee. I can help you spend it properly. My spending techniques alleviates any confusion you may have had while listening to this audio track. These services include casino gambling tips, Bitcoin investments, wallet weight loss, money holding and tax evasion. Any profits gained from the benefit of my knowledge is 60% royalties in cost. I will not be held responsible for any damages and losses which may happen because you did not listen to me. Trust me. I'm accepting donations for Bitcoins at all times.